Then we are going to install this bar. Before you install this, you should remove the fuse. Then we remove the 3 screws which are already installed here. Then install this bar downside here. Then use this switch screw to fix it. Now we are going to install the new label. After we install this part, then we need to install the new label. Firstly, remove this screw so it can come out easily. Then we get a new label, put it like this, and cover it, lock. Then new label goes through here and goes through this. First thread goes through this part, then go this part, then go there. Then comes through here, and goes through here. And the very important thing is, this is a label sensor. The label should cross the gap of the sensor. The sensor have a gap inside to sense the label. So make sure here is cross the sensor. Then like this. From there to here, then this, and this, and here, and this. This is a peeling board, so the label will peel off. One goes here and go there. And go this. like this, and cross here, like this, then go inside of here. Make sure this is unlocked so it can go into easily, like this. Then the last one is going to here, and lock it. As you can see, one label come out. The label will be peeled off. Label drop off. Then, after install and it is tight enough, then lock it. So the label cannot move easily. It be locked here. After that, make sure this one and fixed, and press the label very tightly, so this label also be tight enough. This one, and this one locked. Then label install is finished. Then after install the label, and make sure this small cover to hold the label, so the label will not move up and down easily. And downside also, there was same thing covered, so the label will not move up and down. After install the new label, then we need to check the bottle sensor. So your bottle is like this height. You need to adjust to the sensor, the heightness. Like this. If your bottle is much higher, for example, the bottle is higher than this, we need to install another part to install this part. If your bottle is high, so you need to install this part. After install the label and finish the bottle sensor adjustment, then we need to plug in to give it power cable. Give it power. Then give it this pipe from air compressor to give it air supply. Plug in, give it power, air power, and plug like this. The air pressure will show here. This is off. This is supply. After open all the case and installed, we should do damage inspection before using. We should look around the machine and check if there was any damages. If there was any damage or broken, please call us. Thank you. After install all of them, let me introduce the machine roughly. So from left to the right side, here is a labeling system to send out labels. This is a label holder. This is recycling bar. Now here is a guider. This is a bottle separating system. When two bottles come together, this device will separate them. So two bottles, there was a space between them. Then from downside, this is a air filter to this is a air supply going in. Then this is filter to make the air clean, and this is power supply, and this is a speed controller of this bottle separating device. Here was a button to turn on or turn off, and rotate to choose the speed. This speed slow, so the bottle will separate more space between two bottles. And this is guiders to guide the bottle moving. And this is a sensor for the bottle sensor to adjust the sensitivity of this bottle sensor. And here is a bottle holding system. These two screws can loose to open wider or closer, depend on the bottle diameter. And this two screw is also can move this device forward and backward. And this is a cylinder to push when the bottle comes. It will push and press, so the label will stick tight. And this part will press the bottle to there, so the label will be pressed by this black well. So the bottle and the label will be pressed here. And these two parts is to adjust the heightness and the backward or forward, depend on the bottle diameter. Here is a bottle sensor. Here is a peeling board to peel the label out. Here is a locker to lock the label when the label moving. And on the back side of this bar, there was a motor. This motor is label moving motor. And here is a motor to rotate this part. And this speed controller is on the right side. Speed controller. This speed controller to control this speed. And here is a main switch to turn on or turn off the machine. And this is the emergency stop button. When you have something emergency, press it. It will stop immediately. And this is a main belt conveyor to moving the bottles. And this is a main motor for the conveyor. This is a control panel. And the green light is a power light. And in the middle, there was a green button. It's auto button. Press it, it will start automatically. This is alarm. When there was an error, it will alarm. And but downside, this is an electricity box. When you open, you should press in like this. open. Here is a electricity box. And on the downside of the labeling system, here is to adjust the balance, forward, backward, like this, to control the label when sending out. Now we're going to introduce the control panel. Firstly, when you open the machine, it will show the first page like this, then press English, then go into this page. The first button is here. This is main conveyor speed. Now it's 15. Let's set it to 13 and see what happens. Then the speed become double. And you can also make it more faster. 50. Depending on your need, you choose the correct speed you need. First one, label dispense delay. That means after the bottle sensor sends the bottle, it will wait how many seconds then send out the label. Now it's 0, so that means just when the bottle sensor sends the bottle, it will directly send out a label like this. So if you set it 2 seconds, then after sense, it will wait 2 seconds, then send out a label. So this depends on the bottle and the bottle sensor position. Position different, this time need to be set different. Some bottle you cannot install the label bottle sensor here. You need to install this place, so it will be different time need to set. Now we just set it to 0 if the bottle sensor just on the top. And the second one, bottle stop delay. That means the label stop position. Now it's like this, and the position is 0.28. It will be like this. For example, we change 0.335. Then you can see the label stop much out. If you choose 0.2, then you can see the label will stop like this, not much out. So this also depends on your bottle size and your label size. Let's change it back 0.28. Stop at a position like this is much better for our sample bottle. Then the label dispense speed, that means this label sending out speed. Now it's 3,000. We can see the speed is fast. Then for example, we change it to 1,000. You can see the speed. It is sent out very slow. Then we change it to 4,000. It will be very fast. Then we change it back to 3,000. This speed, it depends on your conveyor speed, depend on this speed, depend on the bottle size. You need to adjust little by little. Then bottle clamping delay. That means when the bottle sensor sends a bottle after how many seconds this part to push. For example, now it's 0. Just sense the bottle, it will push. If you set it 1 second, that means sense the bottle, then it will wait for just 1 second to push. Then bottle clamping time means it will hold the bottle how many seconds. Now it's 0.8 seconds. You can see when you sense the bottle, it will hold 0.8 seconds. If you set it, for example, 2 seconds, let's see. It will hold 2 seconds, then come back. So this also depends on the bottle size, label size. If the label is very long, it should hold a much long time to change this one. Now our sample bottle just 0.8 seconds is enough. Then the last one is interview time. This means the one bottle and the second bottle, it should stop, leave a space there, leave a space time there to set this one. In output setting, that means after these numbers, the machine will stop. Then you need to set again to set an output. This is a label quantity. That means how many label have already sent out. Press clean to make it return to 0. This is a label sense testing. When you press auto start, firstly you should make sure the emergency stop button is come out. Then press this. Otherwise it will alarm. Then we introduce this button. This button is to manually test for send out a sensor. Press this. It will send out a label. So this also the same function to sense by finger. To press this to send out a label. To send out a label when you are testing. Label dispense on or label dispense off. This means after the sensors, bottle sensor sends a bottle, it will send out a label or not send out a label. This is a function make it active or not active. Start button, it's same as this button. You press this one. Also, it's the same function as this one. Parameter setting is going to the page. Coding delay, it is for the model with date coder. If your model without that, no need. If with the date printer, to set this time to adjust what time it prints. So the printing position will change. Out of protection, this is to set how long the machine, after finding an error, it will alarm. To set the length, for example, to set 10,000, and if your speed is 3,000, it means after about 3 seconds later, it will alarm when the machine finds a error. And this is a reset button. When the machine alarmed, for example, we press this and press start, it alarmed. You need to press reset button to reset this. Also make sure label dispense also be on. Menu clamping bottle, that means to control this manually. When you adjust a new bottle, you can choose pressing this menu button to test. When we adjust this part, firstly, we should make sure when the bottle comes, it can go through that easily. If it was locked, for example, like this, too tight, you can see when the bottle comes, cannot pass easily. cannot go through. So like this is round. So you need to rotate this. At least it can go through easily. Then we try manually. Make sure the emergency stop button come out. Press the right downside button to see if it can move or not. Can move. Make it sure it can rotate when it is pushed. Like to outside, you can see when it's clamping, it cannot move. So make sure it can rotate. And also when it go back, it can go through easily. So adjust this. Also adjust these two screws to move this one wider, closer, to make sure two things, 2 points. Bottle can go through, and after pressing the menu, it can rotate. So adjust like this. So these parts adjust correctly. And also make sure when the bottle comes, it can touch the label when it is come out. It can stick past, then it will clamp and stick it. So make sure after you adjust this speed, also adjust the space between this part and the rotating valve. Also adjust the position of the bottle sensor. Then we're going to test and see. So this rotating disc to rotate slow to make sure they have enough space between two labels. Then if you find the label is a little like this inclined, you need to adjust this to rotate it, to adjust the balance, to make sure the label is